I'm going to show you something that's actually my staple food that I have just about every night is hummus. And hummus is so easy to make, and you don't have to really fuss about making hummus. You just have to be patient to be able to grow the seeds. You don't make the seeds until they're, well, you don't make the hummus until the seeds are actually sprouted. I'm going to show you what sprouted seeds look like. These are like 3-day-old sprouted seeds. And you can see I've got mostly sunflower, about 80% of those. And I've got about 10% of these black beans. And I've also got maybe about 10% of, you can see right here, here's a chickpea. So the chickpea is a sort of a little round ball, and you can see just in a couple days it really grows fast. And this is a sunflower seed right here, and a sunflower seed's already starting to make a flower. So anyways, making hummus is very simple, and I just want to show you. This is part one, and we'll make some hummus right now. And even if you didn't want to make hummus, remember, you're trying to not only eat raw food. Raw food's just a layer of like cleanliness, because it's not cooked. It doesn't have to be processed. Your body doesn't have to have parasites break down the cooked food. Cooked food, remember, is, when you really think about it, is non-digestible to the human gut. So you have to have passengers or different critters to be able to help you digest this food. So once you sort of figure this out, you'll say, okay, well, why don't I just feed myself stuff that doesn't have to be digested by critters? Ah, now you're starting to get it. So once you get this idea, you want to have not only raw food, that's just the beginning stage to be able to wean out all the food or the cooked food eating little critters. But it's the idea of getting live food, live. You know, vivo, okay? Viva la semilla, okay? That means let the seed live. And you can see how these seeds are starting to want to become a plant. And a plant that'll actually make thousands of more of these seeds. Wow, what a system. Talk about abundance. The plants have high amounts of abundance, and so that's why you want to try to germinate the plants that actually really germinate themselves, because that helps you regenerate you. So you can pick and choose what you see: sunflowers, chickpeas, certain types of grains. What you have to do is you have to grow them before you eat them. You don't just eat them. You don't just have you know, nuts if you can. You try to look. Check out these. This is a durian. And you can see how these durians right here, I don't throw any of the seeds out. And you can see this one right here starting to grow a root. This one's starting to grow a root. Okay? And this one, same thing. The root's growing inside. So almost every one of these seeds, everyone actually in here, is growing a root. So we'll plant these trees, and in 5 years we'll get ourselves durians. And if you don't know what a durian is, maybe I'll show you if this video keeps on going. This is called a soursop fruit, and you can see this thing. I just washed it really good with Bronner's solution, and in about 3 days I'll take a quarter of this and I'll blend this up, and I'll put some turmeric in, and I'll put some chlorella and some minerals like magnesium and so forth, and Let's see, what else would I put in there? I'm looking at my lineup. Coconut oil, about maybe 250 milligrams of niacin, and I grind the shell, the seeds, and the flesh, soursop. If you look it up, it actually fights cancer. Well, how about it fights parasites that basically live? Look at this thing. What a weird alien plant this thing is. So here we go. I'm just going to show you a couple more things off the tree. These are papayas, and I don't just eat the flesh of the papaya. I also eat the seed and the skin. I'll show you how to do that in other videos. And that's it for right now. So, okay, we'll show you how to make hummus, and this is just before I have my, it's 8:30 right now, before I have my evening meal. I've worked out today. We got 10 chickens for the farm. I went out and pet all the goats, the pigs, and the turtles, everybody I said goodnight to. So I've had a nice Friday day, and I'm just filming this little film for you right now. All right, that's it. I just ran about 2 miles also up the hill, so whew, I'm whooped. Okay, that's it for right now, and we're going to show you some live food. There we go. Now, this is really simple. I don't have much time on my video here, so before it shuts me off, I only got so much memory on this phone. I'm going to show you the lineup. You don't have to have all these superfoods, okay? Yeah, this makes this meal the most nutritional, highest impact meal that your body probably has ever had, so you don't have to eat that much. And I like to put a variety of stuff. And once you buy this stuff, it lasts 20, 30, 40, 50 times. So it's not $50 a time. It costs you like $5 to add all this stuff, you know, $6. You're only adding a little bit of each. So anyways, let me just show you. This is our lineup. You need a blender. I use the Vitamix. I put our magnets on it. Look at the way we do the magnetic blender. I also do, this is the base. This is the seeds that we just grew. And these seeds are super good. Sunflower seeds, chickpeas, and black beans. Okay. We put about 2 cups into the blender. I put a half a teaspoon of blue-green algae, 2 tablespoons of, I buy this stuff by the gallon. This is the soy sauce alternative instead of having soy. This is our coconut aminos. Stuff is good. This is olive oil. I put a tablespoon of living silica. I put a 1/4 cup of olive oil because that makes it so it gives it that really beautiful flavor and good oils. I also put sea lettuce, about a tablespoon of that in. I put in 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Put the whole lime in, everything, seeds, skin, the whole bit, and turmeric right here. I put in also ginger. I put in sometimes even that whole amount. I'll put about half of the ginger, and I'll put all of the turmeric in there. And I use the Sacha-ichi oil, which is right here. It's beautiful stuff. It's got the best oils there to be able to super lubricate your glands. I put in about a half a handful of goji berries or golden berries. I like the golden berries better. They give a more tart flavor. The goji berries are more sweeter. So this is just basically some, ideas. This is my choke them in the throat. This is my really good. This tastes super good. You won't buy hummus again. You put in also sea lettuce. I put in maybe a handful of sea lettuce. Like I said, a whole teaspoon of the spirulina powder, and you can use chlorella too. Same thing. You can mix them around. I put in a tablespoon of maca, and these are different spices. This is Thai seasoning. This is celery seed and caraway seed right here. I put in about half a teaspoon of each. I've also put in at the very end, once we grind this up, these are black pepper kernels, and if you have diverticulitis or Crohn's disease or just irritable bowel syndrome, don't use these because you want to use the red pepper. The black pepper irritates your stomach well, but if your stomach's good, this actually is not bad for it at all. It's just if it's irritated because what lives inside there doesn't like the black peppercorn. It burns them. And this is cumin, Thai seasoning. I put in 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seed oil, a teaspoon of Soleil salt, And I like to put in a teaspoon, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the Oriental hot mustard. And this is pretty amazing because my phone hasn't shut off yet. And I'm making myself a pizza with black rice tortilla shells. Woohoo! And it's all super hard right now. And that's going to, be another part of the recipe. And I'm also having three-minute soft-boiled eggs. Here's my 3. Came from our chickens. And I boil the water up. And once I do, I put the timer on for just 3 minutes. Crack it open with the knife and peel out the insides and try not to break the yolks. You're trying to get creatine back into your body. Remember, you're trying to rebuild your body, not pick one side of the fence, veganism, carnivorism, whatever it is. You're trying to be smart, okay? I also got some fresh raw milk, goat milk from our goats. And this is like a superfood. Talk about a superfood. The superfood's got a huge amount of growth hormone complexes that makes that little goat stay healthy. The eggs that I'm having right now, they're 3-day-old chi eggs with a rooster that has impregnated the mama to be able to give a fertile egg instead of an infertile egg like genetically modified foods. GMO means pretty much sterile, genetically modified organism that is sterile. It will not reproduce itself. I just want to show you. I've showed you this before. Here's my veggies that are brewing right here. You can see the white stuff on top. That's like a nice bacteria that's growing. And look at all my, I won't bring them over there, they'll fall, but these are all my avocado seeds. I eat an avocado a day, keeps the doctor away, and also, I love the oils. The oils are very good for the brain. Remember, the glands need oils. The body doesn't need sugar, so just sort of remember that. Sugar is a very hard thing to digest, so you need a lot of yeast, mold, and fungus to be able to break that down. And if you think that you're eating enough sugar, well, that's good. Take your clothes off, look in the mirror, and see if you've got, and I won't be arrogant, but see if you've got stomach muscles, okay? Here, there you go. I'm almost, 54 years old, and the body is just a machine. And if you put the right foods and liquids inside it, it stays healthy. I can do the splits. Here. Okay? So it's nice to be able to go ahead and show people that you can be flexible and you can move. Why? Because it's the foods and the liquids that you put in your body. Your body's not a pillar of salt. It's a liquid, dynamic, moving machine that's 18 gallons of salt water. And once you sort of see that, you're going to want to feed it liquids. Mamma mia. Okay? Do you get it yet? Your body's 18 gallons of salt water, physiological salt, and it needs conductive elements to be able to make its ethereal battery actually regenerate this machine, which is unknowable. Okay? Anyways, okay, that's it. Come to the eartheracademy.com, EARTHER Academy, and it's a place where we share different levels of information with each other. We're all students. We're just here to share, to learn, to teach, not to believe, but investigate everything and anything to ignite ourselves and ignite others, to be able to, sort of play the game of consciousness. Once you get a certain level of cleanliness in the body, then there's nothing else to do. What do? You gain more speed limit. You gain more consciousness. So, okay, that's my dinner. You can see it's a nice lineup. Goat milk. I'm going to make cheese with that, and I'll put in bacteria in there to be able to make it so it's way more potent. Blender, seeds, and a variety of these different things here. And you can take out half of these if you want to. It doesn't matter. Just put in heirloom foods in your body. No GMO, just because the GMO is not natural. And if you're trying to be part of a naturalistic world, then wouldn't you think you wouldn't want to have anything unnatural in your body? Synthetics, hormones, antibiotics, insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. One of the I don't know, 80,000 different types of chemicals that they put inside foods and are legal to use. So, it's sort of time to wake up, smell the coffee, as they say, and while you're at it, smell the roses too. Okay? They all smell good. And your body's a temple, and it is a key to the mind. And the mind, of course, is the key to the temple. So you have to sort of think about what's important to you. Yeah, paying the rent's important. Taking your child to, get their braces tightened, and going to make sure that you, catch the 5 o'clock spin class. Those are all important things. But what's most important is to be able to evolve yourself, to know thyself. No se siauto. Okay, in Greek, to be able to know thyself. So without me babbling on, as I say, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and leave you with this idea. The foods, not only and the drinks that you have and put inside you, it's what you think, it's what you say, it's what you do, and it's what you feel. Changes your evolution. So observe yourself and don't buy into a lot of BS. And if you are frustrated, then go for a run. Dr. Cassar, chi breathing exercises. Google that. Okay? It really helps a lot to be able to refrain from frustration by letting it all go by doing chi breathing. And it's not sitting in the lotus position or the Kwai Chang position, but it's actually going out and physically letting go of the energetic dysfunction. And you do it through chi breathing. So, okay, it smells so good in here. That's it. We're all done. And like I said, I can't believe my phone's still going, but that's it. All right. Aloha. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, this is part 3. I just went ahead and blended up. Always as usual, never different. The best hummus I've ever made, because that's what it tastes like. I'm going to give you the quick profile. It is worth it to get this stuff. It makes it taste so good. Remember, I'm going to show you a couple things. Remember, if you're not transitional, don't use the goat milk. Okay? If you're already transformed from here and there, try to use bacteria, basically, to be able to rebuild your stomach. So, because there's some people go, oh, he's using goat milk. Always eating eggs. I do physical activity, and this is the best way for me to be able to take food that is readily available to me to be able to rebuild me, because I have something good to do for all the species on the planet. I'm not taking from anything, I'm not killing anything. Okay, so anyways, I put in that much that was filled to the top of raw goat milk, just freshly squeezed. We put in half of the seeds in the blender. I put the blue-green algae in. I put the soy sauce alternative in, the Ogio. Super good. It's called coconut aminos. I put a teaspoon of spirulina. I put in 2 tablespoons of hummus, or pumpkin seeds, 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, tablespoon of living silica, sea lettuce, about 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, a piece of ginger, a whole half of lemon with the rind and everything. I put in a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I already said the living silica, got it on there twice. And the raw sacha ichi oil, we put in 2 tablespoons. I put in a small handful of golden berries, a handful of sea lettuce, teaspoon of maca, half a teaspoon of Thai seasoning, half a teaspoon of cumin, 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, tablespoon of Soleil salt, and a little bit of Oriental hot mustard. And at the very end, what I put in is I put in also celery seed, right here, teaspoon of caraway, and at the very, very end, I put in maybe about 30 to 40 of the black pepper kernels. And that's only, like I said, if you don't have any type of irritable bowel syndrome. If not, use red pepper. But the black kernels do taste good for transitional people. Okay, that's it, part 3. And you will enjoy this hummus, and use crackers. I'll show you right here. These are the ones I use. If I'm not having something, I like something crunchy. These are really good. They're caraway, no wheat, corn, or soy. They're made by Thin Crust. They're about $3 for a package, and they're super good. Keep them in the refrigerator if you live in the humidity. If not, they'll get soggy. And since I've got some, I have also hot sauce to put on there too. I just didn't put any chilies or anything, but definitely if you like chilies, like chipotle peppers are really super good. And I may throw one in there. In fact, I'm going to. Here's my chipotle peppers. These are like $35 a pound, but this is only $1 worth right here. So you get a lot of them for your money. And they taste really good. They're like mesquite. And they're super, super powerful too. Woohoo! Okay, that's it. I'm going to have myself a spicy hummus tonight. All right, aloha, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, bye. I'm going to do part 4, but this is a couple of good ideas when you're done with blending the hummus. Like I told you how good it was. This is how I finish it too. Remember, I did put burdock root in there also. I didn't tell you before, but I put some of the, you can see how thick this stuff is. It won't even come out of the blender right now. Okay, this is better than ketchup. And I put toasted sesame seed oil. You can see the brown oils there. I put sesame seed, like 2 tablespoons of the oil, pumpkin seeds, and these are the black peppers on there. And that is super, super now the flavor of flavors. That's my hummus soup. It's not just to dip anything in, but I'm done. We're all over, and it's time for me to dig in. All right, I already sampled it, but now I know it's time for me. Okay, aloha, bye.
Important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.